I'm Brian, this is Luca. We're from How Radiology Works. We're going to be talking about CT scanning today and the real power behind CT scanning, but just the basics of how it works. So first off, Luca had a question. The question is, how many raisins are in that loaf? This is a loaf of bread we just picked up from the store today, and there's an easy way or there's a hard way to figure out how many raisins are in that loaf. And the easy way we'll talk about in just a minute is using a CT scanner. Because, would you believe it or not, you can have a loaf of bread and you can figure out how many raisins are in the loaf, how they're distributed, even without looking inside the loaf at all. You can figure out with a CT scanner how the raisins are distributed within the bread. That's the real power behind computed tomography. The hard way would be slice the bread up into small slices such that each slice would be about the thickness of a raisin. So there won't be a lot of raisins buried in between our slices. And then we would take the bread apart and we would look at it slice by slice. So here is a slice, and then we're going to try and figure out how many raisins are in this slice.
Yeah.
Okay, Luca's going to start counting. 17 raisins in this slice. We would have to go through and count the raisins in each of the slices, and also we'd have to make sure that we don't double count, because some of the raisins actually are getting sliced in half when the bread gets sliced up. So the idea is that we would like an easier way to do it. So that's where CT scanning comes in, where we can actually use our X-ray vision per se to look inside of this bread. And the idea though in a CT scanner, it's the same kind of thing. With our human body, we don't actually want to make slices of the body. We don't want to cut the body. We want to make virtual slices, right? That's where the CT scanner comes in. But the way that the slices were originally acquired and the way that they're usually displayed to the user is similar to this loaf of bread, where these are what we call axial slices. So the loaf of bread is like in this orientation, and if you're looking at my head, these would be axial slices through my head, and we're typically going to show axial slices on our CT images. And any one image that's being displayed at one time is like one slice out of the volume, just like you could take one slice out of this loaf of bread.